Hello everybody, I am back today with another video using a sketch from Allison Davis, and I'm going to be going ahead and using the bright side of my vintage kit. So if you haven't checked out what's in that kit, you can go ahead and take a look at the video. I'll link it below. I'm also going to link all the people who are participating in How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of February. February's kit theme was vintage, and my kit goes two ways. It started out very vintage, and then when I was choosing papers, I kind of went over to this kind of bright side, and I'm okay with it. But I really want to scrapbook this photo of my niece, Jada, and her new fish, her very first pet, and the way that the stones are and the way that this like little part is like the only color in this photo is all these beautiful bright colors. And as soon as I was kind of flipping through photos, I thought, you know what, this will match all those bright colors that I just put in my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So we're gonna go down that road. Now, my kit this month, or the sketches I'm using, are the square sketches, or that's not a square, but a square. There we go, square cut sketches from Allison Davis, and I will be sure to link those sketches up in the comments down below. I am gonna start the process of creating this layout by punching about 1,000 1-inch squares. I'm not going to make you watch that process, but I'm going to punch all sorts of squares from all of these pattern papers, and then I will come back and we'll start to kind of put the layout together. So I went ahead and punched, oh my gosh, like 100 squares. I don't really know how many there were. And now I am just going to go ahead and create a border around my entire page. So I think this ends up being, well, these are 1-inch squares. So, and math, you guys, math and I are not, we don't get along. So if someone does some quick math down below, they can comment how big the border is. I think it's a 3-inch border-ish. Also, I love how this turned out. I love how this whole layout turned out. I am really, really loving Allison's sketches, and I am super hoping that she comes out with some more bundles of 1-page sketches, because that would be my jam. I definitely played with this sketch a little bit. I did do all the squares the way the sketch showed, but then I did change up like the photo sizes and where the photos were and where the title was and all that good stuff. So I made it my own in that respect. But look at this. Look at this border with these papers. Sigh. Super duper love it. The other thing that I super duper love is that this is my third layout using my March How to Kill a Kit with Style, which means I made my goal of 3 pages, which makes me super happy. And we still have a little bit left in the month, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it out and get to work on like the Traveler's Notebook spreads I want to do and things like that. I'm actually not going to play along with How to Kill a Kit with Style next month. I probably should have saved telling you this until I do my wrap up, but I'm going out of town. I'm leaving to visit my family for a good chunk of March. So I am limiting what kind of content will be on my channel just because I will not have time. But the good news is I'll have lots and lots of pictures. So that's awesome. Okay, back to this. I'm still just doing it. I'm just going in order. And that meant that when I got to the top, it kind of has this stripy look. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. But actually, by the time I get this whole layout finished, I kind of super duper love it. So it was fine with me. And also, before someone comments, it's a 2-inch border. I knew someone was going to do it. All right. So now we have this border all done, and as in the case with all things scrapbooking related, 12 by 12 is not really 12 by 12, so there's little offcuts here that I need to trim off just so that everything looks clean around the edge of my page. Also, speaking of guillotine trimmers, since mine is right there, it has started squeaking like really bad to the point where I've had to stop using it temporarily because every time I pull that lever down, it goes ee! Like horribly. So I need to find something to oil it. I think it just needs oil. I don't know if WD-40 will work. I'm not 100% sure what would be the best. So if you've ever had that happen and you have a recommendation as to what I could use to oil that hinge so it stops squeaking, that would be fabulous. So I am grabbing some more of this pattern paper and I am punching the little tiny squares. So these are 3/4 inch squares. They are going to be smaller than the 1 inch squares that I use for my border, and I'm going to use them to place in the middle of just some of the squares to give them a little bit of an accent. So then I was going to add these little enamel dots to different ones of the squares to add some more texture and interest to this border. And what ended up happening was these enamel dots, okay, so I don't even understand this. The sticky part of the enamel dot was sticking to the packaging, but the enamel dot would let go, so you'd have like this plastic enamel dot with no stick on the back. So many of the enamel dots on this package did this that I got frustrated and decided I was going to use this entire pack of enamel dots on this layout so that I could be done with this whole package and throw them away and just move on. So that's what we're doing. Oh, nothing irritates me more than stickers that have one job and can't stick. Oh, I cannot be the only one that feels this way. All right, so back to our layout. I have my photo and I am going to go ahead and start kind of pulling everything together. So I'm gonna map my photo and then I'm going to go ahead and grab my very favorite sticker or stamp for journaling. And I'm going to create a journaling spot on my layout because there's definitely a story that needs to happen with this particular layout. Now I can go ahead and kind of play with titles or decide what I want to do for embellishments. So I have my stamped title, my stamped journaling box. The stamp that I use for my journaling is ancient and old. I could not tell you. I think I got it from like a make it, take it, or a take it table. Like, you know, when you go to crops and there's the tables where you can like put the stuff down you don't want and take the stuff that other people put down. That's where I got it. So I have no clue where it came from. And I am going to grab this cute little Scrap and Happy Studio flare. And I know that I want to layer some flowers in the two corners here, but because I'm using these stickers from my kit, I want to put them right down on the white cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of made little pencil marks where I know I want the flowers. And I'm also going to fussy cut this banner piece that was part of the kit because it meshed perfectly. And I knew there was some dead space on my layout where I could put that banner. And then I could take some of these floral stickers and kind of layer them up and create little clusters so that when I put my journaling box and my photo back down, it'll look like these flower clusters are kind of like coming from underneath and beside the journaling area and my photo. So you kind of see here, I'm kind of auditioning it, make sure it's looking the way I want it to, and then I can go ahead and put the photo down and put the journaling box down and then continue on with my title. So this layout is about my niece Jada's first pet. Her first pet is a betta fish, Siamese fighting fish they were called when I was little, but I don't think they're called that anymore. And Jada attends a French immersion school. So she gave her fish a French name. His name is ViVi. And so I'm going to put his little name there. And then I'm going to come back and add a little banner that says, "Hey there." So the full title of this layout is going to be, "Hey there, ViVi." That was the name she gave her little betta fish. And her betta fish is doing fabulous. My brother just sent me like updated photos of him, and he's gorgeous, like so big and so beautiful. But this was when she first got him, which was probably 7 or 8 months ago. So I found that little banner that says, "Hey there," and I'm going to just pop it above the fish's name. So we have our little title, "Hey there, ViVi." And I think that's where we call this one done. I can't remember if I actually put sequins in this layout or if I didn't. I think I'm just looking to see if there are any more stickers I want to add because I'm trying to use up these stickers. But I think that's it. And I don't think I ended up adding sequins. Oh, I can't remember. Did I add sequins? I must have, right? Because I'm getting all my sequin stuff out. So yes, I added sequins. I was like, really? I didn't add sequins? I add sequins to everything. Why wouldn't I have added sequins to this page? But you see I did. These are just the wearing white sequins, and from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and they're all white. And so they added some texture and interest without adding a lot of color, because let's face it, there's a ton of color on this layout. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you like this layout. I know that I absolutely love it. I will have one Sketches with Allison video next month, and then we will go back to 2 a month for the foreseeable future, because I'm not going away again until October. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Bye.